Hello everyone. My greetings to each one of you. This is the fourth session on utility analysis. In the previous session, you have understood the concepts of total utility and marginal utility in util terms. It needs to be converted into monetary terms simply because a consumer has to compare the cost involved and the benefit received in buying a product. I am Poonam Vohra from Microeconomics Learning Center. In this session, you will understand the concept of marginal utility in money terms, where marginal utility of money is the utility that the consumer expects. Let us understand the concept of marginal utility of money with the help of a numerical example. As is known, the consumer needs to compare benefits or utility with the price of the commodity for which he has to pay. Since marginal utility is in terms of utils, it needs to be expressed in terms of money in order to facilitate comparison. So, marginal utility of money is the additional satisfaction a consumer gets from spending an extra unit of money. Let's have a look at this numerical example. Now suppose Sunil is willing to spend rupees 40 out of his pocket money to buy an ice cream. It is same as saying that how much utility Sunil would get if he consumes one scoop of ice cream. Because utility in money terms is the amount he is willing to pay. If marginal utility of consuming one scoop of ice cream is 40 utils, with the assumption that 1 util is equal to 1 rupee, then it means Sunil is willing to pay rupees 40 for one scoop of ice cream. Similarly, for 2 units, if marginal utility is 34 utils, it implies that he is willing to pay rupees 34 for 2 units. So as more and more units are consumed, marginal utility goes on declining and the price he is willing to pay also goes on declining. But if satisfaction is 2 utils, then marginal utility of money is 2. Then Sunil is willing to pay half the amount, that is 20 rupees for first unit, 17 rupees for the second unit, 12 rupees for the third unit, and so on. So marginal utility of money is the additional satisfaction a consumer gains from spending an extra unit of money. Now assess yourself. A utility schedule for an individual is given here, which says that by consuming 1 unit, the utility is 60. By consuming 2 units, marginal utility falls to 40. By consuming 3 units, it further falls to 28. By consuming 4 units, it falls to 20. And by consuming 5 units, marginal utility is 12. Now suppose the commodity is sold at rupees 5 per unit and the marginal utility of 1 rupee is 4 utils. The question is, how many units will an individual purchase to maximize his satisfaction? In order to find out the number of units the consumer would purchase to get maximum satisfaction, one needs to calculate marginal utility in terms of money for each unit purchased. Assuming that 4 utils is equal to 1 rupee. So if 1 unit is purchased where price is rupees 5 per unit as given, marginal utility of commodity X is given as 60. So marginal utility in money terms would be 60 divided by 4, that is 15. Now comparing the cost and benefit. Cost is in terms of payment made, that is rupees 5. Benefit is in terms of satisfaction in numerical values. So in this case, benefit is more than the cost. So the consumer would like to buy another unit. By purchasing second unit, price remaining the same, marginal utility he derives as 40. Now the marginal utility in money terms would be then 40 divided by 4, which is 10. Here also, benefit received is more than the cost involved. By consuming third unit, marginal utility is 28. In money terms, it would be 28 divided by 4, that is 7. So once again, benefit is more than the cost. By consuming 4 units, price remaining the same, marginal utility is 20. So in money terms, it would be 5. Here we find that benefit he receives is exactly same as price that he pays. Or we say marginal utility of X by marginal utility of M is equal to price of X, implying that what the consumer is willing to pay and what the consumer actually pays is same. So the consumer finds it feasible to buy 4 units of the commodity X because here he gets the maximum satisfaction. Because by consuming more, marginal utility declines and the benefit now falls to 3. So here benefit is much less than the price he has to pay. So here benefit is less, so he would not like to buy 5th unit. That is why consuming 4 units gives him the maximum satisfaction. I hope you have understood the concepts of total and marginal utility in monetary terms. With this, the session comes to an end. The next session would focus on the relationship between total and marginal utility. Till then, keep reading and keep learning.